Hey, people interested here, 53, Khatrin purification plants, blue team. Vrohk is a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat, powerful buffs, debuffs, and control abilities alongside NoSkill is a chaos sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero, powerful battlefield manipulation, and can hurt you pretty bad too. This is the Thousand Suns elite scheme with the cool hooded heretics. Riding off the blue team here, Cudder with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, gets a melee weapon too. Red team, EFFIL WEESHART, this is Tzeentch I believe, with a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Just look at the amount of bombs and stuff he has on him. Alongside here, Tiddaliwinks with a Hive Tyrant, very durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support, begins in melee combat with a basic synapse, I shall call you Gomez. And rounding off the teams is Fear with another Chaos Sorcerer, firing off some Doom Bolts on the poor little Eldars on the west side. Mid, Gomez the Hive Tyrant is strolling through, tying up some CSM as it expects. There's the consume, where's the Doom Bolts? There they are. Didn't hit flush. Where are the other termagants? Oh, was it a late purchase? Heretics moving in, we have some more here. They can threaten a level 1 Hive Tyrant if they all surround him. Get those attacks in. Since it's quite big, you can get quite a lot of small models around him. It's picking apart those heretics that are worshipping though. Now turns. CSM in a dicey position here. Ormagaunt should be dealt with though. Yes. 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 And the CSM gets away barely with 81 hit points. These heretics need to be careful over here. 1-to-1 cap very early on. Hive Tyrant turns to engage. And they're going to die. They are going to die. Didn't seem too concerned, the Sorcerer there. East side, Orks pushing through. Cudder backing away to some cover here. I guess. Seems to be going for an assault squad here, Cudder. Stun bomb. Oh, not for the tactical marines. Does hit the Techmarine though. And now lots of Daka can be brought to bear on these tacks. Maybe should be tying them up. But there's a suppression anyway, I suppose. They're getting pretty low here. Techmarine coming in. He's trying to force close combat on these shooters. Scouts taking shots as well. Tactical Marines getting very low. It's going to be like 100 hit points before they get away, I think. It is. 93 hit points and they didn't drop a model. The Emperor is with them this day. Guardian Weapon team with some Sorcerer support pushing up here. Howling Banshees with the aspect of fleetness, and it is an assault squad on the way for Cudder. NoSkill replaces the heretics that were lost. There's always more heretics to join the ranks. Tzeentch with some Storm Boys. In fact, let's call him EFFIL WEESHART because that's fun. Does I want to fight that Techmarine, I guess. Maybe we'll see that knife. I do like that Assassin's Knife. Allowed to cap up this area. I guess maybe Fear doesn't want to engage alone, knowing that the Sorcerer was milling around over here. Now, though, he's chasing some termagants, having some fun. There's the seismic roar from the Hive Tyrant. Gomez getting his rending talons up. 2-to-1 cap now. Can the Sorcerer take out the Hive Tyrant here? No. No weapon upgrades. Oh, we do have the Sword of Flame for Fear. Banshee's getting too close to Doom Blasts and stuff. Farseer should be going after the heretics or something, not chasing the Sorcerer, I believe. Maybe. Oh, turns to engage the heretics, gets a sync kill, and she's going to have to leave. Red team will retake the west side. Meanwhile, east, we have Assault Marines and we have Storm Boys. And Raptors for Fear. All of the jump squads coming in. Shotgun blast to save the assault squad from a loss, perhaps. Those guys do have a sergeant too, but Tzeentch Or EFFIL WEESHART is going to get on the power and probably fully bash it here. Does have burners, has a lot of Daka, has some power weapons as well in there. Uh-oh. Heretics being eaten by Hormagaunts. And I don't think NoSkill is paying attention. These guys are going to drop. Even if they retreat, they're going to die over there. So that's a lost Heretic squad again for NoSkill. Doesn't care much about his Heretics, I guess. Doombolts flying in. Stormboys do go. They do get away. Lost sight of them for a second. I thought they'd gone down. Eldar using a webway to get back over to this west side. You saw those Banshees jumping over stuff because of the aspect of fleetness. But they got Raptors. I'm not sure if Vrohk has seen those Raptors yet. Can obviously jump the Guardian Weapon team. Then Banshees can maybe counter-initiate with the guide buff from the Farseer. There's the Seismic Roar. Used only with the Sorcerer in combat with him. 2-to-1 cap hit for the red team. VP's pretty even though as players start to think about tier 2. Tiddaliwinks dropped his Hormagaunts and does go level 2 Hive. NoSkill getting some more Heretics up and goes tier 2. Sorcerer with a good special. Raptors versus Banshees. Looks like they will both escape, maybe. These Banshees do get away, barely. Raptors also got pretty low. Farseers in the back lines, tying up grenade launcher Heretics. Sorcerer has been pretty killy on this west side. He's almost level 3 already. So is the Hive Tyrant. Kommando still level 1. It's hard to kill Marines, especially when they get away 3 models at 90 hit points. Stormboys on the devs. A counter jump by the assault squad. Stormboys can't hang in there that long when they're being focused. Painboy support really helps them out. A beautiful grenade from cudder almost wiped out the Stormboys there. Really good counter attack from cudder. And I might be able to get on the power now. Maybe even finish off the sluggers. Yes, finishes off the sluggers. Those guys had burners too. Needs to be aggressive here, I think. Push on through, use the Devastators to cover your stuff. You know you can deal with the Stormboys. You've got shotgun scouts. You've got lots of focus fire. You've got your Mastercrafted Bolter up. So get on that power and bash it. Pretty sure EFFIL WEESHART fully bashed the Eastern power. Vrohk's Farseer is down. Gonna see some chaos on chaos action. Is this the Eldar stuff? Here it is. What is it doing? Oh, they're hanging around to get that infiltration buff from the webway. 433 to 442. It's only cudder now in tier 1, spending a lot of power upgrading scouts, getting some war gear and assault squad and devs. Assault squad with a jump there to try and save the Devastators, but they do not get away. Stormboys came out swinging with their knob leader, who's a fierce bastard. Heavy melee weapon, like 400 or 500 hit points I think on that guy, maybe even more than that. Is that the shotgun? It is. The special shooter has that passive chance to knock back and the awesome high explosive shells. Very fun weapon. High powered shots on the Kommando there. So looks like cudder had a bad push. Should have been out sooner when he saw those Stormboys upgraded. Those guys are painful. Farseer does have Spirit Stones. NoSkill with a Chaos Dreadnought on the way. Maybe a Mark of Khorne one, because those guys are fun. Also for Fear. Zoanthrope for Tiddaliwinks. And a Venom Brood is up with Range Synapse. Hive Tyrant's fully kitted out now. Gomez has got his improved Synapse and Psychic Scream. Not a piece of war gear you see all that often, but it's pretty nice. It's like 15 seconds, I think, of 30% less damage. Wraithguard cancelled for a Wraith Lord from Vrohk, and the Farseer goes down again. Some sloppy play there. Maybe deciding over his purchase instead of fleeing. Red team should be able to get through, I think. Sorcerer needs to back off. Havoc's doing their best. Where's the disruption from the grenade launchers? We have double grenade launchers. There we see some. And Havoc's are wiped. NoSkill's Havoc's were wiped there. Here's that zone thrope. I hear explosions, which can only mean the Kommando knob's up to some stuff. Tank busters making noise over here. Bashing power. Nothing else seems interested in damaging those generators though. Cudder's gonna have a rough time. The plasma cannon is a bad choice here, I think. Well, maybe he could get one really good shot that just pays for the plasma cannon kind of thing. But I think with the Storm Boys there and the Kommando, plasma cannon maybe not the best choice. Here's that Chaos Dreadnought with its default auto cannon. Gonna take some rockets, but it's gonna be okay. Nice assist here from NoSkill. Gets yet more heretics up. There's that zone throw. It's on its way over. Does have an anti-vehicle attack on the cooldown. The focused warp blast. Venombrood obviously are an anti-vehicle unit also. Buffing up those termagants. Level 3 Hive Tyrant needs to counter-initiate these assault marines now. There we go. Going after the zone throw, trying to get him off the field early. Dark Flames and Tyranids are right in there. That's a global ability of the Sorcerer, and the zone throw drops. Here's a Wraith Lord for Vrohk. Very, very far forward. Which is usually a bad idea for your Walker in a 3v3. Looks like it's going to be okay. Vrohk has tons of requisition too. Maybe a revive from NoSkill. Has the Rod of Warp Fire level 4 Sorcerer here. 375, 435. Tier 3 for all of the red team. And EFFIL WEESHART is pushing again on the east side. Has no interest in going mid right now. Trying to keep this power busted at all times. Oh, Storm Boys lost their Nob leader. There he is. He's on the way. NoSkill doing his best, trying to support both sides here. Storm Boys off the field. Should be able to defend this, I think. Here we see that Wraith Lord. Doesn't have a shoulder-mounted weapon yet, but can get one. Smack. Backhand swing of your sword. Hive Tyrant going after it with a regular melee weapon. I guess it's backing it off though. Venombrood are there. And they can fire on the move, as you can see. Not with full accuracy though, I don't think. Dreadnought needs some repairs. Encrypted Fear lost his Dreadnought unless it just was cancelled at some point. I don't see the remains of a Dreadnought. But I could have completely missed it, and that might have been why the Wraith Lord was running back there to chase it or something. Indrid misses all. More heretics for NoSkill, and why not? If you're Chaos, get a bunch of heretics, it's fun. Brood Nest up in the mid. Power bashing by Cudder. We do have the refractor field for the Techmarine, but Storm Boys having some fun with Devastators on retreats. Maybe can kill this Techmarine. Yes, they can. Assault Squad don't want to hang around here. We have done Cudder with some painful pushes every time he tries to go after this power. Loses some stuff. 347 to 428. Red team, I think, will retake the west side. Sorcerer very close, level 4, and a great unclean one on the way for Fear. This guy's still up. No mark. Thinking about going after the VP maybe. Is NoSkill or just waiting for allies. Here comes the Eldar. Well, some of them anyway. Where are the Rangers? They're at base. Farseer's here, going for the cat, and should get it. Fear is alone. Doesn't have a large army either. Should be backing off here. Yep. Backs away. Tyranid is joining a little bit late. Where's Gomez? There he is. in tier 3 with tons of resources. Not sure what Tiddaliwinks is waiting for here. There's the demonic shield from NoSkill. Got to purchase something. Tiddaliwinks. Here's the great unclean one. He's hungry and hasn't showered for a while. 346 to 408. Terminators now in the field for cudder, able to even up this fight with their power fists. Storm Boys do escape though. Done a really good job with those Storm Boys so far, has Tzeentch. Trying to get on this power again, as you can see, cudder. Jump misses. Terminators using their retreat to finish off the Kommando knob. They will now need to just run back to base when they need to get out of here. There we go. Back away, fellas. Plasma cannon shoots to the power. Pretty effective. West side, Chaos Terminators are in. Wraith Lord goes after the Great Unclean One. Snipers getting shots in too. Still no upgrades for this thing. Looks like NoSkill had a bad fight, which of course I missed. They've got some Chaos Terminators though, and they're looking pretty dapper with the Thousand Suns elite scheme. Do we have any Terminator upgrades yet? Nope. Has a decent army all of a sudden, Fear. May be able to push against this alone. Tzeentch is backing it away. Doesn't go for another power bash. Matching some more pressure on the natural VPs as we start to get into this end game. Tiddaliwinks' Hive Tyrant is down. Swarm Lord on the way. Has so much requisition, almost 1400. That's pretty nuts. Here is the Swarm Lord. Pretty fearsome in close combat, can also buff nearby Tyranids with a speed bonus and allow them to reinforce. Might even work on your allies, I can never remember. Seer Council up for Vrohk. All that power melee will be painful for the Great Unclean One. Not sure how long they'll be able to stay in combat though. 346 to 329. West side is blue for now, but here come the Tyranids and the Swarm Lord. There's that psychic scream. Might have used it a little bit early, but it's up. Swarm Lord using his leech essence. Should have been saved, I think, for when he was low on hit points. Now turns to engage the Wraith Lord here. Or maybe the Seer Council. Yeah. He does have an awesome Blade Flurry ability, which is incredibly painful for melee squads when he's surrounded by them. Farseer goes down. It's a good push by the red team. Swarm Lord and Great Unclean One. Hard to deal with that before preparing. Red team will retake the west side. VPs are very even. Tier 3 licked it in the field now for Tiddaliwinks. And blue team looking quite depleted here. Battle wagon on the field for EFFIL WEESHART with 4 squads loaded into it. Everyone's in the battle wagon. Some debuffed termagants from Chaos Terminator kills, I think. Have the autocannon, these guys. What about you? Yep, also an autocannon. So maybe some Tome of Subjugation. I don't see it yet. Bashing power of the red team. Maybe. No, not sure what the battle wagon's up to here. They're trying to kill stuff, I suppose. That big zap gun thing is painful when it shoots you up. Stone Guard Veteran trying to go after it with vengeance rounds. Trying to keep it at maximum range, I think. Swarm Lord is very deep in enemy territory. Can it survive this? We got a melter bomb, we got power fist, got an auto cannon, vengeance rounds coming in. There's a jump. Maybe melter bomb was already used. Cyclone missile launcher here too. And there it is, going after the battle wagon. Didn't quite hit flush. There's a lot of damage if all of the rockets hit. Doom bolts on the Swarm Lord, and why not? Because it's bad, Ingrid, it's bad. Don't think he's going to get away here. Down goes the Swarm Lord. Terminators now need to be careful. Ill-advised push from Tiddaliwinks. Sometimes it happens with your big melee creatures. You just get kind of sucked into fighting stuff. You don't want to back away because you know you're going to be shot while you back away. So you're going to keep chasing, get yourself in trouble. Fear with the revive. Tiddaliwinks back up. Eventually, there we go. Bit of a weird animation. 263 to 303. Still very close on VPs, but blue team look to be playing catch up here. We do have a Predator and a Chaos Predator and more Rangers, and a Fire Prism is up for Vrohk. Lost all of their infantry though. Rangers now up. Do red team want to push against this VP? I think maybe they should. Get a decap or something. It's not always easy to tell when you have an advantage in a 3v3 in terms of units on the field and that kind of thing. Hive Tyrants is standing here taking shots now. Tiddaliwinks not paying attention at all to the Hive Tyrant. There we go. Now he's out of there. Bringing the rest of the Tyranids up. Another Swarm Lord is on the way. Battle Wagon's down to half hit points. Heretics can repair it. Going for a cheeky little decap. Is NoSkill and might get it under the demon armor there. The demonic shield, I should say. Nope. Some Nurgle vomit, sort of that. Here's a Predator tank. Gets las cannons. Or rather, a twin-linked las cannon. This guy, no upgrades yet. 212 to 303. Red team still looking pretty strong though on this west side. Swarm Lord number 2 is going to hit. Tzeentch has redonkulous amounts of resources over there. Chaos Predator also for Fear. This guy no upgrade. Trying to have a go at it are the blue team now. That's an Eldritch Storm. Can they finish off this great unclean one? Can they chase it back? Trying to formation. Not going to be super effective here. Kind of a waste, I think. Still holding on. Here's that Swarm Lord. What is this? Kommando is doing some late game capping. Looks like they pushed back the red team. Well done, blue. Need to get on the VP though, fellas. Terminators, hey. Looks like they're going for it. Trying to keep the pressure up on the battle wagon. Somehow that was a rear armor hit. Just sitting there taking shots right now. Oh, it lives. Somehow it lives. Got 7 hit points and he's pushing it forward. I guess he knows he can just build another one. Down it goes. And yes, the second battle wagon immediately purchased. Could have got some knobs or something and held on to your battle wagon maybe. It would have taken ages to repair, that's the thing. 146 to 303. Blue team making a real go of this. Fire Prisms dealt with by a Marco Tzeentch Predator tank. Fire Prisms can struggle against these focused anti-vehicle tanks. Not always easy to keep the Fire Prism at maximum range. Shooter boys there barely escaping. This Wraith Lord is still around. Level 3 now. Zoran Vrohk for Tiddaliwinks. Oh, did the Swarm Lord drop again? The second Swarm Lord did not last very long, it turns out. Turret up for Cudder. Maybe a missile turret. Perhaps. It's a good turret. Blue team swarming back to the west side and doing a really good job holding this side now. Where's that second battle wagon? Here it is. Might see everything pile in and go west. Double zone thropes for Tiddaliwinks. Gomez doesn't have any new war gear right now. Might be good for him for it to get the venom cannon up.
Our allied soldiers die when they stand.
Level 2 Predator gets repairs. In fact, I think the global repair thing is going on right now from Cudder. Blessing of the Omnisire. Pretty good global. Stone Guard veterans getting caught. Dropping models. Will they survive? Stormboy's trying to end them here. Very close. So close. 17 hit points they get away. If the battle wagon kept chasing, they might have been able to finish him off with some Daka. Blue team hanging on to this west side. Kind of red team get themselves back in there. They do have the Chaos Terminators. They do have the Great and Clean one. Double zone thropes now in play. Could try to target the Terminators maybe with some of that psychic damage and get some focus warp blasts on these vehicles. Level 4 Dreadnoughts for NoSkill. Double D cannons now for Vrohk. Oh, battle wagons flying. That was strange. Battle wagons don't agree with physics very often. It went down already, but here's a rocks from EFFIL WEESHART. We now have the third battle wagon on the way. This is the red team's push alongside the nuke. Down goes the Dreadnoughts. Can they get on the VP? Surely they can. Tiddaliwinks needs to move. There we go. Some very strange play from Tiddaliwinks we've seen so far. His team is still in this though. Orbital from Cudder. Pretty decent one. Might get blue team back into this side. They never lost the VP. Tiddaliwinks was way too slow to engage alongside the nuke. And the Hive Tyrant is going to fall, and does. Zone Thrope's also going to fall. Needs to move. Does get the Venom Brood out of there. Blue team retained the west side. What is this? Uh-oh, Lictor Alpha has found a tank. This is most likely why Tiddaliwinks wasn't paying attention over there. He was microing this guy around. Takes out a tank. It's nicely done. Now a Land Raider Phobos from NoSkill.
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource point.
Blue team again look depleted, but they are rebuffing every attack so far. Here comes another Tarantula turret. Heretics getting way too close to bad things. Looks like Fear is just killing them here to get some more population freed up. 146 to 160. Are blue team going to get their VP back? Yep. Now everything comes over to cap it. Red team need to just get everyone together and push that west side together. Stone Guard veteran is still on capping duty late game, trying to get a natural power back. The VP is coming back to blue hands. Kommando gets sniped. And battle wagon number 3 is on the warpath. We also have some commandos up here for EFFIL WEESHART. Red team are back on this VP. Hive Tyrant's back to his feet. But you need to cap, fellas. Time field from the Farseer causes some problems, setting up a singularity, which does drag some stuff in. The Terminators, it looks like. Are you going to cap, guys? There we go. Sorcerer's woken up. Another Swarm Lord for Tiddaliwinks. Likes these Swarm Lords. No Carnifexes. Lictor Alpha jumping in. Gets the D-cannon off the field. That's nicely done. We do have 2 missile turrets. Some disruption from the Rangers. It's only a D-cap. Where did the Sorcerer go? You need to cap, buddy. Put the Robes of Torment and the Tome of Subjugation. Phobos now being attacked by a Swarm Lord, the 3rd one. Oh man, taking big hits from a level 3 Predator. It's not going to last very long, it turns out. Oh, misfire. It lives. Looks like it has survived. And red team have their 2-to-1. 143 to 136. A Neuroprobe on the way for Tiddaliwinks. Another Seer Council for Vrohk. And it's triple D cannons now. Where are they? Oh, in the webway assembly. Where are those commandos? Not doing a whole lot right now. I guess their plan is to try and go after this. Using their sneaky commando ways. Blue team pushing back. Phobos is quite low. Gomez is going after it now. Has the crushing claw. Venom Brooder also there. It's going to go down. No. Saved, I think, by the Warp Global of NoSkill. Now needs to get the hell out of there. Battle Wagon falls. Terminator's now capping. Blue team straight back on this VP, eh? Some desperate repairs needed for the Phobos. Brent and Clean One healing up. That was an Imperial Abyss. And a pretty good one, it seems. From... was it from NoSkill? Or was that just a badly placed one from Fear? There's another one. This one must have been Fear's. Looks like they mainly survived. D-cannon just pushed up a bit. 115 to 119. Something died over there. Was that the Hive Tyrant going down? No, it wasn't. What was it? Oh, it was his own throat. Here's the Neurothrope. Might be good against the enemy Terminators for sure. Got some over here too. Double Chaos Terminators for Fear. Needs to move out of base here. Great and Clean One just discharging some old food. Can't believe how well Blue Team have held on. Now they have a Land Raider Redeemer. Another Phobos on the way for NoSkill. I guess this one was... the other one was lost. Not sure how. It seemed to have got away.
One of our generators is under attack.
Looks like Fear needs some help.
We have lost the generator to enemy.
Or, as we see here, EFFIL WEESHART is going to push the natural VP. Where I think is the play to make. Time to try and split up that blue team over there. Hard to push against a VP with triple D cannons unless you have a nuke. And Tiddaliwinks might have one. Must be off cooldown by now. Here's the decap attempt. Land Raider Redeemer can use the... there it is. Frag Assault. Painful. So is that twin-linked assault cannon, it turns out. Still trying to get a decap. Hide the boys on these shooter boys, but they are not going to be able to, I don't think. Was that a warp fire? Maybe? From this fella? Level 10 Sorcerer. Has the icon of Tzeentch as well. Kicking off west side. That's the singularity, and so is that. Great Unclean One having some fun, but needs support. Just trying to dodge the singularities there. Here comes the Terminators now. Subjugated Seer Council. Chopping up their own D-cannons. Look at that. That was a lot of damage. I think they get a damage bonus when they are subjugated. Great Unclean One needs a warp. Does not get it. Goes down. Red team have pushed through pretty well. Get close to your Great Unclean One to be healed. Terminator should have got a bit closer there. Here's the second Land Raider Phobos. And again, somehow, blue team defending this VP. Not sure where the Redeemer is. Looks like it's near the natural VP of the blue team. And they're going to cap it back. No assistance there. For fear, really. Where the hell was the Tyranids? This is fun. Tyranids should have been on this side helping out. I think they would have been able to push through if they were, but the Tyranids are here now. Swarmlord going after the Phobos, but taking big shots. This is a level 4 Predator. And look how much damage it's doing per shot. That's crazy. Swarmlord goes down. Maybe some Carnifexes to the Tiddaliwinks. They're pretty good. Nobody can cap the VP. Looks like Terminators are going to try it. Trying a formation from Tiddaliwinks. A bit late to do anything really. Triple Chaos Terminators for fear. Now needs to reinforce some of them though. There's Chains of Torment. Red team are on the VP still. Kind of. Neurothrope is here. There's the Paroxysm. Big damage to those Terminators over time. Needs to be careful though. It's not the toughest thing. And blue team are getting a VP back. This Wraith Lord still alive, but for how long? That's triple autocannons on it now. Trying to get away. They teleport, all of them teleporting after it. Uh-oh. That's an Eldritch. They've used their teleport. Vrohk really trying to save the Wraith Lord, but doesn't need to. There's the double cap for blue. Really odd game. I feel that Tiddaliwinks could have done a lot better supporting the west side. A lot of times Fear was left alone, trying to push, trying to set up pushes as well, and Tiddaliwinks wasn't there. We did have 2 Chaos Terminators for NoSkill as well. The Phobos survived. Let's look at his heroes. Level 9 Farseer had the Singing Spear at the end. Level 10 Sorcerer from NoSkill. Level 10 Techmarine. How he had a plasma gun. And Signum. Level 5 Kommando. Had some fun at the start, but when the fighting came over to the west side mainly, blue team were on top. Even though they had depleted armies, they played as a team much, much better. Level 9 Sorcerer. And Gomez, the Hive Tyrant. Is he underneath his tank? He is. Level 7. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.